Hey guys, so you just got your sparring gear. We're gonna go ahead and take a look of all of your gear and take a look at how to take care of it as well. So first piece you take out, your headgear. Very exciting. Couple things to know about your headgear. See how it's solid in the front? If you're wearing it with the holes in the front, you have it on backwards. So make sure the solid piece is in the front. Parents, I highly recommend having the name, use a permanent marker, put the name on every piece of equipment. I don't know about other instructors, but if students leave gear, there's no name on it, I don't know who to call or tell that your child left one hand, and they're not fun to replace. So next we have your hand gear. Okay, hand gear, super simple to put on. Of course, I ordered this one for one of our little guys, but you just put your thumb in the thumb pocket, fingers, hand through here, fingers up through, and it straps around. Now obviously, this one's a little small for me, but that's how you put on that hand gear. When you store your gear, make sure you do not strap it like this. See all the wrinkles that's causing? That's gonna make your gear wear a lot quicker. You're gonna get about half the life out of it. If you take care of your gear, you should get a year, maybe even a year and a half or 2 years out of your equipment if you take good care of it. I always recommend when you put your gear away to strap one hand inside the other hand. I always trained my boys to do that because I wanted them to make sure they had both pieces of equipment with them. Next we have the foot gear. Now there's some different styles of foot gear out there. This is a deluxe foot gear, so it's got that little extra flap up by the ankle, which is nice if you're kicking heavy bags, especially for younger students, even for grown-ups really. So what you can do is you can actually take, you see how I took the strap, actually I'll do this one. I took the strap and I'm gonna actually thread it through this hole. It makes for a really nice, comfortable fit. So I'm gonna thread it like my shoe, and you don't have to take this off every time you take your gear off, which is nice. Kind of holds it in place. It's a little easier to put on and off. So let's talk about how we strap this foot gear. So I'm gonna take and go down under the bottom of this shoe. And then I'm gonna come back around, and you'll have to pull that elastic, and then I'm gonna strap it on the back. So it's like an X in front, unless you have the flap, it doesn't look quite much like an X, but it crisscrosses twice in front. Let's do it one more time, right? So here I'm coming over the top, right? Pull it, go under the shoe, and then around in the back. Now again with the foot gear, don't put it in the bag that way. Right? Loosen this up a little bit, give yourself some play, strap your feet together. To put on the gear, you just put your foot in there like you would do your shoe. See these little things on the bottom? Those hold the foot in. Some students like to wear socks under their gear. You can keep a pair of socks in your karate bag if that plastic piece bothers your foot. I always like to do that unless I'm on like a wooden or tile floor where it's obviously slippery, then I don't. So strap those shoes together just like you strapped your hand gear together so that you know you have them both. The other piece of equipment you have is a case. Okay, this case is for your mouthpiece. Put your name on it. Put your phone number on there, so save your instructor time if you forget your gear in a classroom. And then you have a mouthpiece. You'll need to mold your mouthpiece. On the directions, it says to put it in boiling water. I recommend not quite boiling, just super hot water. Before you put it in the boiling water, measure for the back of your mouth. If it's too long, just snip the backs off. You can kind of smooth it out as you're molding it. So you put it in that boiling water, you put it in your mouth. Do not bite through the mouthpiece. You'll be buying a new one if you do. Bite gently on it to make the grooves, that way it's not poking you in your mouth. And then you can smooth out the back. You can do it with your finger. It's typically what I do. I just do it with the finger. And then you put it in cold water. Now, mouthpieces should be replaced every 6 months at the very least. sometimes sooner. If you have teeth moving, growing, braces or whatnot. Students with braces, I recommend doubles. Singles are for kids, not grown-ups. I recommend doubles. Baby teeth, singles are fine. Permanent teeth, that's when you should start going into a double mouthpiece covering top and bottom. And then of course, you have your bag. You've got your duffel bag where you can put all your equipment in, right? Nice little duffel bag here. Put all of your gear in. If you have a smaller duffel bag, what I like to do is I like to put my hand gear inside my headgear and then set my foot gear next to it. If you have a pocket, pockets are great for mouthpieces. Sometimes we use mouthpieces in class, other times we don't. Depends on how much contact we're making or what technique we're working on. So there you go. Now, the only other thing with taking care of your gear that I would recommend is about once a week, take a wipe and wipe it down. Keep it nice and clean and sanitary. Have fun training, and we'll see you guys next time.